suddenly found something weird before boarding. The flight number he was on was 1015. Today is October 15th, and the departure time of the plane was delayed from 9:30 to 10:15. These numbers are too coincidental. Justin felt a vague sense of unease. He looked around and couldn't see anything unusual. Suddenly he asked the captain if the flight was going well today. The captain replied easily, "Of course." Justin had not yet taken his seat. A strange man at the back of the cabin nodded to him. Justin responded politely. Then he found an MP3 in the pocket of the seat in front of him. It was playing the mysterious story of Flight 1015. Wasn't that the flight in question? Out of curiosity, he put on his headphones. The story described was exactly the same as what was going on in the cabin right now. The headset said the flight attendant was doing a safety demonstration, and right now it was raining outside the window. Justin opened his visor to see that it was raining heavily outside the window. But then the man on the MP3 said, "In 1 hour this plane will disappear from the radar and never be seen again." Justin thought it was a bit ridiculous, but suddenly the plane lurched. Luckily it was just a plane taking off. But then the MP3 began to discuss the mystery of the crash. "The first thing we need to talk about is Captain Donner," and it just so happened that the captain was broadcasting. Justin paused the broadcast. He asked the passenger next to him if the captain's name was Donner, but the other passenger was very confused. He wasn't even listening to the broadcast. Justin couldn't resist telling the other side what he heard in the Donner's bizarre content, and wanted him to listen to it too, but he immediately walked away from him in disgust. Justin put on his headphones again. It went on to say that at 10:21 a.m. bird would crash into the plane, and the time jumped to 10:21. Suddenly there was a violent crash. Justin immediately bounced out of his seat. He threw away his headphones in a panic. Panic and fear assaulted his brain. He immediately ran into the bathroom to calm himself down, but then the plane ran smoothly. It was as if none of the passengers had felt the impact. Justin wondered if he was hallucinating. After fastening his seatbelt, he rang the bell to call the flight attendant. He wanted to confirm whether a bird had just hit the plane, but the flight attendant impatiently replied that there were no birds at this altitude. Justin wanted him to check with the captain. Instead, the flight attendant told him to be quiet. That's when the argument drew the attention of the other passengers. Justin realized that perhaps he was overly sensitive to the story, so he stopped asking questions. But as soon as the flight attendant left, the man who had greeted him suddenly sat down behind him. He said he was sure it was a bird that had just hit the plane. His name was Tom. He was a pilot. He worked with the captain, Captain Donner. He knew the situation of the plane very well, but he said that the crew would not normally inform the passengers of these situations. This comment made Justin nervous again.